Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy Founders Day to you. Big night in downtown Sagersville, of course, the Miss Teen McGoffin pageant in just a little bit. And I do need to make an announcement, and probably should have earlier, but just kind of confirmed, I think, early this morning or late last night, that there won't be a live stream of the pageants this year. With everything being outside and the current status, they're hoping that everyone will be able to come out and come down to downtown Sagersville and enjoy the pageants and all the other things that there are to enjoy. And we've been going over the list. You can find it in today's edition of the Sagersville Independent, along with a lot more. We hope you do. And you'll be able to find some coverage, of course, of the Miss Teen tonight on tomorrow night's program, and Miss McGoffin next week, and, of course, some other fun things. But I spoke with Mayor Pete Shepard. He says he's just hopeful that everyone is able to get out and come down and enjoy some part of Founders Day, whether it's the wonderful food that we focused just a small part on last night. A lot of other food booths are open and serving some wonderful items, but a whole lot of other fun. And the weather's going to be nice, and just please, if you can, stop by and support our local vendors and our community and enjoy yourself if you can. And I'll have some coverage a little later on. I have coverage tonight, mind you. In fact, that's all I have for tonight. I attended just a wonderful, wonderful event this morning, and I have just this second put the last edit on it. I could do more. I could spend hours more on this story. It's just that wonderful. But it's time for the news. I have a few things to pass along to you. Indictments just returned by the McGoffin County Grand Jury. I have some other reports that I want to talk about. We'll get to those tomorrow. Because our top and main story this evening, perhaps only story this evening, we'll see, is that of the official dedication of the Hope Family Medical Center. In honor, of course, of Mildred Patrick Sizemore. Her name has been adorned to the building now for the past few weeks in preparation of today's ceremony. A wonderful event this morning, and that's where we'll go in just a few moments. Please stay with me for this very, very special report on a very, very special lady who, along with some other very important and special people, are being honored as our healthcare pioneers this Founders Day. I'll be right back.
It was true last week, true this week, it'll be true next week. There's always new arrivals, and now they're for fall at the seasonal shop. They've got new fall shorts and more coming in soon, but they're already fully stocked on cello jeans and cutoffs, and they're now carrying Hornet football, hats, tees, and sweatshirts just in time for the season, and all proceeds go to the McGoffin County Quarterback Club, plus new Ridge and Holler designs, some that need no explanation, and a complete new line of fall baby clothes. And remember, they have baby and wedding registry. They also have a new line by Capri Blue where fashion meets fragrance. Amazingly pleasing scents across the line of candles, diffusers, soaps, lotions, and perfumes for home, car, and the bath. And do yourself a favor and don't even think about looking anywhere else for fall decorations inside and out before you stop by Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop. Just as quick as one arrives, it feels like the next is already about to begin. And Conley Tire doesn't want you to start any of the driving seasons unprepared. Be safe and sound and get there with the best offers on the best tires by the best manufacturers. All with service you've grown to trust. Go to conleytire.net or stop by in Staffordsville to find out more. Or give them a call at 297-2424. The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy, the convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service, and the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Fraser's Prater Drug Store. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Banking from home or on the go has never been easier and will forever be an important and necessary part of life. And Sagersville National has been and will always be at the forefront of meeting and exceeding your financial needs and giving you the safest and most worry-free online and mobile banking so you can worry about the important things, like what's for dinner. They're there when you need them at the main and branch locations of the Sagersville National Bank. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
Even with what you're about to see, her story could never be covered in complete, I don't think, in a novel. Heather did a wonderful job, and there's a lot of things there you'll find in the Sagersville Independent, a story from last week that still online, that even I couldn't get the time to cover tonight. But I covered a lot of ground with a lot of help, as you are about to see. So let's go there, as they were this morning, officially dedicating a building in her honor before members of a healthcare system and a community who have both grown healthier and happier in a very large part due to the warm hand and the warm heart of a woman who has made it her life's mission and work to serve and provide the best care possible to all those in McGoffin County and many other places who needed it. I now take you to the Hope Family Medical Center, which of course has another new name to add to it as well, and rightfully so.
On behalf of the employees of Big Sandy Healthcare, which is now 320 employees strong and growing. You remember that, Bertie, when it was real small many years ago? So we've grown a lot. We intend to grow a little bit more. I wish to express my gratitude and appreciation for your efforts over the years as you realize this milestone. Dedicated employees like you are the foundation of any successful organization. We can all take inspiration for your hard work, passion, humility, and loyalty that you displayed throughout the past 46 plus years.
It makes me think back, and as I pondered upon today, how that Mildred is our modern day Mary Breckenridge here in McGoffin County. How that she has been such a servant to the people of this community. Quite frankly, around the world, Mildred has traveled and provided health care in other regions as well. But we're honored to have her right here amongst us as one of our very own. And we will never know the number of lives that Mildred has touched and changed for the better because of her servant's heart that God gave her. So Mildred, it's my great honor to present you with this certificate of appreciation for your service, Mildred. Thank you. God bless you, honey.
She is a servant, and she's a servant to our community. But she's a servant leader, because folks that do what she's done are looked upon and respected and trusted. And those are the kind of folks that we have to have in our communities, and we don't have very many of those anymore. And as far as our community goes, and honoring her for doing for all she's done with this building, that will mean that her name and her legacy will live on.
With the health department being director and also mayor, Big Sandy has worked so well with the city and the health department to make the health of McGoffin County better. They offer so many services that we cannot duplicate with the health department anymore due to financing. But you guys always step up and help me out, help the nurses out there, and help us out to make sure McGoffin County does have the best health care. And I think that's what everybody, especially Mildred, wants. She's always wanted that, and she's succeeded so far. And also Roy, Joanne, and Bertie, they're all my friends, and they've all given their lives to McGoffin County Health. And it's something to say when even after you retire, you're still battling for the people of McGoffin County, and they all four have done that, and that's something that a lot of people just can't say. So thank you, and thank you all for being our pioneers this year.
Next, from graduating nursing school together, and in between that and decades of improving and growing local health care and caring for us, for our families. Fellow healthcare pioneer, honoree, and Big Sandy Healthcare board member, who also has a building in her honor, and beloved friend, Joanne Arnott, presented Mildred with a recognition of her achievements of a lifetime.
And when we started the birthplace at Highlands Regional Medical Center, we decided we were going to do birthing rooms. And I think the idea that I supported so much came from Mildred. It just came to me, a birthing room will work, and we had the family-oriented rooms in that area. And it just worked well. We would have like 1,000 deliveries a year when we first started that. It was wonderful. So anyway, the next encounter I had with Mildred, we graduated from nursing school together in 1975. We were RNs, we graduated RN school together. And from there, I've known her. She's been on the board of the health department. She's worked for Hope Clinic. Of course, she was here when we built Hope Clinic. She helped lay out the nurses station, figure out the best thing for our people. And what we don't know, we chose the name Hope. It is helping our people every day. And that's what we wanted to do for McGoffin County. And I recognize that David Gardner was on our board then, David and Berta Kay, and they're both here that helped plan our building. And it's just been a blessing for Mildred has worked in this building from the time it's been here. And it is such a great honor from Big Sandy Healthcare board members to award her Lifetime Achievement Award.
Mildred, for me as a physician, Mildred embodies what it means to mix the art and the science of taking care of people. So Mildred spends her time to stay on top of current guidelines, cutting-edge treatments, everything that she needs to be an expert in her field of taking care of people. But she also has this natural ability to apply the art of taking care of people. Everyone doesn't have that. It isn't something that can be learned. Mildred has empathy. She meets people where they are. She takes care of people regardless of who they are or where they are in life. And for me, it's people like Mildred that I look to as a physician as an example of how to take care of people. That's who Mildred is for me.
At 11 years old, Mildred moved to McGoffin County. At 17, she graduated and then went back to Michigan, where she got her first job as an aide. After a year, she knew she wanted to be a nurse, and she came back to Eastern Kentucky and was in the second ever LPN class at Mayo. She worked at Paul B. Hall for a while, got married and moved to Richmond and worked at the Patty A. Clay Hospital, and then moved back to McGoffin and was the first LPN, not just at the McGoffin County Health Department, but maybe the first ever hired at any Kentucky health department. Then later, after the birth of her third son, in 1963, she had an experience while observing two lay midwives that made her realize what her next journey would be. And she became a licensed midwife herself. Something a lot of McGoffin Countyans have to be very thankful for.
In those from 63 to 76, I delivered 50 babies in the county with good luck. And only one of those patients had insurance. If people had insurance and could go to the hospital, I said no. But she said, if you don't deliver me at home, I'll have it by myself.
Later in 73, Mildred knew it was time to move forward again. And this time, become a registered nurse at Big Sandy Community College. And it will be on April the 1st of 1976 that she would start with the Big Sandy healthcare system. But she would leave McGoffin County again, but only one more time.
I took a leave and went back to Frontier Nursing and did the family nurse practitioner program. And I stayed and I did the nurse midwifery program. I trained at Cleveland Metropolitan in Cleveland, Ohio. And came back here and I'm still here.
We're so happy.
I'm still working and enjoying it, and we have a great place. We have a great staff. We are a blessed people. Our patients are just special, very special.
And at this point, I had to ask Mildred, what was it that kept you coming back to McGoffin County? What kept you coming back to us?
I'll tell you what, I had faith in the place. I could see it growing. I knew if somebody would just hang in with it, that people would hang in with Big Sandy, that we would have something. Now, did I ever expect to have what we have and what we became? Well, maybe yes and no. But one time we were closing, and I had never spoken in a crowd in my life. They had a meeting over at the Big Sandy Community College out in the auditorium, and I wrote me a speech for people to come because we were having trouble keeping the place going. And I got up and spoke. I still can't believe I did. But anyway, it's been my heart. And it's just in the people, and we could offer people things. I remember when we saw up to 82 patients a day, $5 a visit. Now, after a while after that, we had to go without our paychecks because we didn't collect enough money to get paid. But that's okay. we got loans. But it's just been. It's a lifestyle. It's what God put me on earth for. This is where I'm supposed to be, and I've tried to stay there.
And Mildred's stayed here, and she's done all this with lifelong friends and peers who have been an important part of her journey along the way.
Yeah, we have been together a number of years. As I said earlier, I met Mildred when I was like a senior in high school. I was getting ready to go to college to start elementary education and a degree in that. And then she stopped by my parents' house and decided to go for she was going for a home delivery as a lay midwife. And I attended the delivery. And I thought, I look back on, I thought about this later, how did we do this? Mildred, I said, did I help you? Because I think I just about blanked out when I attended the delivery. She said, did we boil the water? Did we have everything we needed? She said, well, I brought it with me. I had a big bundle of stuff already ready to go. So that delivery was fine. After that, we went to Oriental school together later after that, and graduated in 75. And she worked a little bit at Highlands with me during that time, because I started there. And she started here at Big Sandy Healthcare. And I was a board member for Big Sandy Healthcare in 1988 here. So I have followed her career during that time, all these years. And people I'll see in the community, I'll say, well, who are you seeing at Hope Clinic? They'll say, well, I'm seeing Doc Mildred. And she has just been an inspiration for everything here, and we're so proud of how it's grown, the whole facility.
Tell me about a couple of your experiences. I mean, so you've seen that growth. Tell me a bit about when you first came on, when you were first board member. Tell me a bit about what it was like and the struggles, and then how it's gotten to where it is today. When
I first came as a board member, we had the Prestonsburg facility, the Mud Creek Clinic, and then we had the clinic here in Sayersville. There was just two. And we were renting a facility during that time. And we thought, well, we were starting to grow. We thought we needed a new facility here. And we decided that we were going to build this Hope Family Medical Center, although we hadn't named it then. So we were renting a facility, and we got a double wide trailer. After we started this facility, we had to move on grounds, and we practiced out of a double wide trailer on this very lot. And of course, David Gardner was on the board with me, and Berta K. Salyer. They were some of the McGoffin County board members at that time that still was here today, that was on this board. And this building was the greatest thing we thought in this world. I mean, designed the nursing station. We put the doctors and Mildred herself, everybody put a lot of thought in how this nursing station was going to work practically to give quality health care to the people in McGoffin County. And we were able to do lab work and x-ray. We thought, you don't have to go anywhere now to travel to anywhere to get an x-ray in a lab facility. And we had a lot of retired teachers that attended this. It was easy for them to come here, you know, where they didn't have to drive to get their blood work done and to follow up with their health care. It's just been remarkable to see the growth now.
Now I want to go back. I want to go back just for a few moments. I want to go back to those 50 kids that she brought into this world. A remarkable story all by itself. But I had to ask her to share just one.
I was in the head of trace by myself to do a delivery. And everything was going beautiful. And the patient said to me, the lady said, Mildred, I know you love coffee. Go back to the kitchen and get you some more coffee. And she kept encouraging me to drink coffee. Go get more coffee. So I picked back, and she was reaching under the bed and getting her moonshine, taking her a swig of moonshine while I was drinking coffee. So I quit drinking coffee that round.
And I'm sure that over the years, you had some of those babies as patients and had some of their babies as patients.
Yes. I still do. And I had one that I delivered, and he brought his wife back here. They live out of state. He brought his wife to meet me. Yes, I mean, there's so many of them that they'll say, you delivered me, you remember delivering me? Well, 50 babies in that short, it wasn't a long period of time. I remember a lot of them, their names and their faces and everything, but some of them. But it was a great experience. Listen, this was not like a bad, stressful time. I had the patient go see Dr. Hall, Dr. Lloyd Hall, the pregnant lady. Then we sent her to the health department to have blood work done. And then I had Dr. Ron Leslie at Highlands. He was my backup in case I ever needed to see anybody. To send anyone to the hospital. So it was set up very securely. Dr. Hall, I would contact him when I was going to go do a delivery. He never left his phone or his house until I called him back, if it was a day, if it was 2 days, if it was 4 hours, and told him that everything was good.
Wow.
I mean, we had a system, and it worked well, and it was secure. And God was with us.
And we have him to thank for putting some very special people in our lives. It won't surprise you to know that as soon as the interview was over, Mildred was clocking back in and going back to work for her afternoon shift at Hope Family Medical Center. This wasn't a retirement celebration today. She says she has a lot more work to do.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
With the power to bring us together even when we're far apart, we keep families connected. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Stop in at Prohibition today. We have hot coffee, iced coffees, frappuccinos. If you're not a fan of coffee, we have non-coffee beverages like Freshies or Red Bull Kickers. Stop in today for a pup cup, whipped cream and dog treats designed specifically for your pup to make their tails wag. Try our delicious donuts from Gracefully Made Donuts, cheesecake and brownies from our local cheesecake lady, and an assortment of other delicious pastries from Rutabaker's Bakery in Moorhead. Stop in or drive through. We're open till 8 p.m. every day, located on the Parkway next to Appalachian Smoke.
Last night, just as recently as I think the top of the program, I referred to how nice the weather's going to be for everything going on. Well, I'm sad to say it's not terrible, but it's not as nice as it was 24 hours ago. Let's hope that as we get closer to the weekend, this system making a slow run at us is not going to get here maybe perhaps when it's looking like it may, because it's looking like it may give us some more clouds and shower chances for the weekend and even into your Labor Day week than what we thought just not so long ago. Let me get there slowly before I rain on your parade. I hope that's not going to happen. But 57 degrees, clear skies tonight. Beautiful night in downtown Sagersville for Miss Teen and all the other festivities. Get you something good to eat. Enjoy your evening. Tomorrow, ditto. We're talking Friday. A little fog in the a.m., but beautiful sunny skies. Mid-80s, mostly cloudy tomorrow night. Not giving any shower chances until during the overnight, early Saturday morning. We've got a setup. It's going to be a slow mover, and that's not a good thing. And it might take a week to run its course or so. Right now, Saturday 82, mostly cloudy, a 50% chance of some showers pretty much all day and on and off all day Saturday. And there was your Sunday as well. Pretty much the same, 78 and a 70% chance of showers. We might see a little more sunshine than clouds Labor Day Monday. Still holding on to a decent 60% chance of showers and storms. Tuesday 81, partly sunny, 50%, 40 and 40 bookended for Wednesday and Thursday. A consistent temperature range of 79 to 82 from Monday through Thursday. So all in all, not terrible, but I'm hoping that the weekend will not be quite as bad as what it looks like on paper at this point, because we've got a lot of fun things to see and do. And we've got 24 hours to maybe turn this forecast back to a little more sun. We'll see.
And that's it. That's a wrap for tonight. And I will be back here tomorrow night introducing to you, as she'll be crowned in a few moments, your Miss Teen Magoffin County. We'll have that video and who knows what else, but there will be much more. Remember the pet show tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning and a lot of other fun things to do. So just please come out and join it and enjoy it if you can. It's going to be a wonderful Founders Day. Good night for now, though, and thank you for watching.